Hello, my name is KMorris, and I am doing my report for my group leading report assignment. This course is the HSCO 511, subsection B01, and I wanted to talk to you a little bit about my presentation. So it took place on March the 3rd, 2026 at 7 p.m. As someone who is the health service officer for the Civil Air Patrol here at the Greenville, South Carolina Squadron, I had the opportunity to lead a group that was in line with their physical health and mental health agenda. Part of my job was to present from time to time briefings on to helpful hints to take care of your body, take care of your mind, and even relationship issues. So I took this opportunity in line with their CRM management issues that they talk about. I kind of tagged onto that, and I did a presentation on conflict resolution. In our group, we have the adults, we have the cadets, and as you may well guess, the cadets do get into it a little bit more than the adults. Most of the adults in the room that I presented in, probably 50 or over. Most of them had known each other from previous military experience. They aged out of it and wanted to still fly and do some of the agendas that the Civil Air Patrol does is they do cadet services, training them up. They do emergency services, and then also Homeland Security. We are a civilian group that is patterned almost exactly like the Air Force, the U.S. Air Force. And so we do a lot of the same trainings. We do some of our operations we do with the Air Force. So that's a little bit of the background of the group that I presented in, and it was kind of nice. So we did conflict resolution, as I mentioned before, and in that presentation I spoke a lot about what exactly do you do if there is a conflict. Things like listen to what the other person's actually saying, hear them out, forget about your attitude temporarily, focus back on what the mission is, what the assignment is, what the task is. Then you go through the steps, and I was able to get a few of those examples from the group itself. My captain mentioned that with the adults, sometimes our issues lied in when you're on a mission, you have rank, and then you have those that have lower rank, and if they see anything, they train us to speak it out. But a lot of times the decisions are made just because I outrank you, and you should listen to me. And the captain didn't like that, so he wanted me to address that. And then there was a cadet issue with a young man who really didn't want to be there. People thought he just came whenever he started getting promotions, did the bare minimum, and so we wanted to figure out how to do a conflict resolution for him and for his family and get that taken care of. So with all that, I did go over the steps to resolution, as well as, if you can't reach a resolution, you're at an impasse, you can handle it a couple of different ways. So I brought in a couple props, and that was 2 pool noodles. And this works really well in marriage therapy too. You can't resolve the issue. Sometimes you just have to duke it out. So I gave the captain a pool noodle, and I gave the communications officer a pool noodle, and I said, guys, you're just going to have to duke it out in a safe and orderly way. You're just going to have to go at it. And so there was a lot of jousting, there was a lot of laughter. I wanted to make it fun. I wanted to make it not boring, and just something that they would remember. So the way I graded myself in this assignment is, that one guy in every group that he sits kind of in the middle or the back of the room, and he's really strict. He's really critical of everybody and everything. If you watch his reaction and you judge yourself based on whether he got it, whether he got the concept, whether he laughed, if he laughs,